working in my Me, Myself, and I insert. This is still a Heidi Swap Chapters insert. We've been working on these prompts. We've been a little delayed due to December Daily. The last one you probably saw was like my hobbies spread, and then like my favorite thing about myself spread. And so the next page, I remember I'm following some of Hiba's prompts, but I'm also going off of some of my own things. Now I'm doing these two prompts. These are from Hiba, and because I already had the pictures printed, so these were ready to go before December, but I just never got around to filming it. So we're going to be working on my favorite shows, which I feel it's going to be like a layout like this. I feel like I'm going to stamp out in this tall alpha called Jennifer from Carrie Bradford, favorite television, and then I pulled out Max, and I'm probably going to use Max as like shows on the bottom. That way there's some contrast between the two fonts, and then talk about each show that I like. And we're talking about Money Heist, which is a Netflix show, really good. CSI Vegas, this one came back, but I've been watching CSI for years. Law and Order Special Victims Unit, I've been watching for years. And Blue Bloods as well, another one I've been watching for years. As you can see with these are all cop detective shows. So that is definitely my jam. And you know what's funny? Speaking of, so this is why I need some help. I love cop shows / mysteries, you know, finding out cases and the clue. But for some reason, I steer away from mysteries in my reading. So help me if you are an avid reader like myself. What are some good cop show mystery books that I could read? That'd be a good little transition there. Total side note. But so these are my shows, and that's kind of what the layout I'm going for there when you see me do it. And then on the next spread, it's going to be favorite foods and favorite treats. And so I've pulled out this alpha. This is headline upper. This is the small one. And I feel because I'm going to write out each of them. So I've pulled out, and these are some of these, all of these are just stock photos. So meaning I just kind of Googled what I like to eat, and I just took pictures off of Google. So we're talking about Chipotle. We're talking about street tacos. We're talking about penne and tostones and arroz con gandules. I am totally Puerto Rican, so that's totally Puerto Rican food. And then Greek salads, like done right with like the roast chicken and the feta cheese. Oh my God, I can eat Greek salads every day too. So I feel like I printed out these 4. So these were 4x6s. So I did a collage like this in my fun app Moldiv so I can print it at home. And then I cut them up. And then for treats, we definitely got the glazed donuts. My favorite ice cream from Publix is Chocolate Trinity. It's so good, guys. These are conchas, which is like a Mexican dessert bread that I love. And I'm a diehard fan for peanut M&Ms. So I feel like I'm going to do like grid / layouts that are the same on both pages so that they're pleasant on the eyes. This way they match, but I'm also kind of thinking if I should do all the photos like in the center. So this is like a choice I'm going to have to make when I'm up to this point. But then I just feel like it gets really thick at the binding in the middle, which worries me. So then I was also thinking, should I just do them all on the outside? But then I felt like all the words in the middle might be jarring on the eyes. So that's why I thought about just doing it like a column. So like, you know, I'll stamp out, like I said, with this is the stamp I think I'm going for because it'll fit. You know, writing out Chipotle, tacos, the penne, which is just roasted pork and stuff, and then Greek salad. And then I feel like if I stamp it out enough bold and black, I feel like I'm going to do like my little bit of journaling on vellum and then just have it overlaid it. And that way you can still read it and still know what it is. And then on this side too, just write, you know, glazed donuts and then have the vellum. And then if anything, I'm kind of torn because I'm not going to be able to really write the title, but we'll just kind of know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to be writing like Chipotle tacos is what I was thinking. So nowhere will it say like favorites. Maybe I can get another alpha in a different font. You know, like maybe this one. These are all, as you can see, brand new. So I got a lot of stamps during Black Friday and any kind of holiday sales. So they're all like pristine. Maybe with this like large slender alpha, I can write like favorite foods and then favorite treats. but that's kind of big, meaning like tall. So there might be overlay. Well, maybe I should still do that favorite foods. And then if anything, I feel like my photos need to become squares, 2x2 squares, and not so long. That way the words won't get in the way. Or do favorite foods with this one. And do I have something smaller that I can write out all the foods with? I have to. Where's that Allie Edward one? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, then I can use this one to write out like the items and then still do it. Like maybe this one with this would be cute. Yeah, because it's kind of like caps and caps because these are all like lowercase. That might work. Okay, so we might do favorite foods, favorite treats, and then with this tiny little alpha guy, write out all the things and then still do some of the journaling on vellum. That's what we might do. Okay, so this is for these photos. And I still think favorite television, since this is so big, and then shows like stamped on the bottom of television would be good. Yeah, that'll still work. The only thing I'm thinking is do this in black and then this in a color though that will work on top of black, which means I would need to use oxides because they layer. And so if I do black, I feel like there's like blues and greens. Do I have a dark blue in my oxides? I think I do. It's called, I think the one I have is Sapphire, or I have Pine Needles. Let me see. Sorry, this is the part I should have done off camera, but we'll just work together and do this. Broken China, no, that's not it. All right, last pile. Oh, here, Chip Sapphire. Okay, so we'll go between those and we'll have my classic black. Or I think I did buy, didn't I buy black soot? I think I did, but it's somewhere. Okay, so that is the game plan. So I hope you enjoy these two prompts. If I can fit both of these layouts, hopefully when I'm doing the intro, I'm going to film both of these videos for one video. Both of these spreads for one video. So that you'll get to see both of them. However, if the footage gets extended, this may be cut into two. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with just cutting down my pictures and deciding how this stamping is going to look. Now, here's what I've experienced so far with stamping, is that I love the impact. I really do. I've gone a little bananas buying stamps from different makers and such, and I do love the effect because you can always change the color. You know, with one stamp set, I can make this title red, and the next time I ever write the same thing, I can make it black, etc., etc. But what I'm also realizing is that it takes just like a certain amount of skills. And right now I'm still kind of not to say a messy stamper, but in essence a messy, because there's so many times like I get ink on like the stamp block and I stamp that too. So I use a lot of whiteout on the word favorite because it was just getting touched by extra ink the whole time. I'm wondering if I have to get one of those stamp boards for under it and stuff. Like you can see right there on the E, like I'm already like whiting it out. It happens, but I managed to stamp it out, good so that it always looked balanced. And that was also key to spacing it out and like practicing with the stamps. So that's always my tip too, is to kind of lay them out with the letters you need to see where you need to start your words. And then I did love, so that this one is nice, tall, and thin, that I chose the other alpha for shows, and it made it like a little bit short and bolder. So I love the contrast that this title has. And then I will go ahead and adhere those photos, and I do the journaling of the show on vellum right below it. So I made the space like 2.5 by 1 inch, and it came out perfectly when you see the close-ups. Then the only thing I did here was add a little bit of washi to the edges, tops and bottoms and stuff that I kept in this black, white, and green kind of thing. It's fun to bust out the washi. We all know we have tons of it. Then let's get started on the other prompts. So I did stamp out, again, I like mapped out where the letters would be so I knew where I had to start and end. So I did use pine needles for favorite foods, and then I use a yellow tone, I want to say it's marigold, for the other side, and I'd stamp out favorite treats. Yeah, favorite treats. And I pulled the yellow from the M&M photo just so that there was yellow on there on purpose and not just for my M&Ms. And then I use that Allie Edwards stamp, and I do stamp out what each one is individually, and then I handwrite in my journaling for this layout, and these were simple like that. Okay, friends, so this is how this one turned out. Like I was discussing in my voiceover, that sometimes it's a little messy, but I'm okay with that. I'm just getting the stories documented, and as you stamp and with experience, I'm sure like 3 years from now, I'm going to be like a bomb stamper. But right now, we're learning together. So on the bottom, I did print out my journaling on vellum, and I adhered it on the bottom. Actually, the double-sided stamp tape from here is actually clearer than me using the red line. It kind of has a little bit of a yellow branding right there. So note to self, use the ATG gun. So there was my shows. And then here is how this one finished out too. Love the way I use it. The only thing I say I would do differently, I would have done a thinner one here, because I feel like the one with the drop shadow from the Allie Edwards stamp set, it's just as bold as this, so it's a lot. But I'm okay with it. The stories are documented. I even managed to mess up the Z right here. It should have been flipped because the drop shadow are all on the bottom and that one's on the top. So like I said, I would have used maybe just a thinner one, just not to have it so bold. And maybe I would have stamped it also in gray so that it wasn't so bold. But the story is told. These are my favorite foods. So whoever looks at this, like my daughter, 10 years from now, what does mommy like? This is what your mommy likes. So love the way that it is. It's documented, and I have the stories. And then I just put an embellishment here. This one was from Paige Evans, and then I put an ampersand that was also like the yellow here, just so that the yellow's tied in, and even from like the rice picture, a little, cohesion there. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and please give this video a thumbs up. Till next time, Sebbies. Bye.